Dear students, in the last class we studied the angle subtended by an arc at the center and the angle subtended by the same arc on the other part of the circle. What is their relationship? That part we have studied. So it is given in the theorem. The theorem says the angle subtended by the arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc, but now the point is on the other part of the circle. That is, I will in a circle at center O, I will draw now one chord AB, and it will make an angle at the center 80 degree, and the end point of that same chord will make another angle on the other part of the circle ACB angle. This is how much. Now we can use the yesterday's theorem, that is the angle subtended by the arc. So AB, if you take this part, it is nothing but the arc AB. This is the arc AB. Even though I have drawn the chord AB now, which is also nothing but the, if you consider this is as the arc AB, now angle AOB is the angle subtended by the arc now. Even though one extra chord I have drawn joining the endpoints of the arc, and chord it will become, but now if you consider the angle subtended by the arc AB at the center is AOB, or it is nothing but angle subtended by the chord AB at the center is also AOB. It is one and the same now, right? So now using the yesterday's theorem idea, we can find the angle subtended by the chord at center and by the chord at the, now this will become the other part of the circle other than the arc AB. So if you apply yesterday's theorem, angle ACB, so in this figure angle AOB is 2 times angle ACB. So you can use this idea and we can get the angle ACB. So AOB angle given as 80 degree is equal to 2 times ACB. We want angle ACB. So bring into 2 this side, it is 80 degree divided by 2, which is nothing but 2 1s are 2 4s are 0, 40 degree. So you will get the ACB angle as 40 degree. So we can apply the idea for the chord AB, how it make the angle at the center and the angle on the other part. Now using this idea, we will get 1 or 2 facts, important aspects regarding the angle relationship. The idea or the next, that point you have to remember, I will draw one more diagram here. Let it be same diagram, example I will take. Now I will draw one more point here. Anywhere we can draw. One more angle I will draw. Now this is 40 degree. What is the angle in this case? So second case now. Now there are 2 angles, ACB and angle ADB. Now I want what is the value of angle ADB. I want the measure of this angle. Now how to find this? Can we apply the same theorem which we studied yesterday for getting the angle ADB, or what is the measure and what is the relationship between these 2 angles? Are they equal or not? So that is the next point we have to remember, or we have to learn it today, okay. Now you ignore this one, this angle ACB. Don't look at that angle. Now consider this is the arc AB. It forms an angle at the center AOB, which is 80 degree, right? Now that same arc will form an angle ADB on the other part of the circle. So according to theorem, don't look at this triangle, okay, this angle. According to the yesterday's theorem, angle ADB is half of angle AOB. So it is 80 degree, therefore this will, half of it is 40 degree. So this also I will get 40 degree. How I got the answer, same rule you have to apply here. So this is also 40 degree, this is also 40 degree. Now what you come to know, if you can draw as many as angles on the other part of the circle here, you will get the many angles, or whichever number you want, you can that angle you can draw it, and all that angles are one and the same. Their measure is one and the same. All angles are equal. So what is the new idea we learned today? If you have a angle formed by the arc at the center, and using that idea, if you have many angles on the other part of the circle, or they are equal, or you can say like this way. Now consider this one, this part a chord AB, and this part of the circle. So together it is called a major segment, or here it is minor segment. So in a segment, now it is these two angles are in a segment. In a segment, you can draw as many as angles, but how they are related. All the measure of these angles are same. So in a segment, the angle formed on the circle are same. This is the idea we learned using the yesterday's theorem. So we will write it, then we can write that statement. So we found that angle ACB 40 degree we got, right? Now what about angle ADB? Angle ADB is also half the angle of ACB. So angle ADB is equal to half into ADB angle ADB is equal to half into, this is how much, 80 degree. AOB, okay. So angle ADB is equal to 40 degree. Now what you will say now, angle ACB is equal to angle ADB is equal to 40 degree here. So what is the result we got? Angles in a same segment of a circle are equal. So we will write the result. The result is angles in a same segment are equal. Angles in a same segment. The angles in the same segment, this is the segment, are equal. Here only we have drawn two angles. You can draw any number of angles. Okay, here like this way you can draw, or like this way you can draw. Whichever angle you can draw here, all angle are 40 degree will get here. In this case you will get 40 degree. In other diagram it may be different. Okay. So you can draw one more circle now to get one more result. All of you draw a circle of children. Draw it now. Draw a circle of radius 3 centimeter. Draw a circle of radius 3 centimeter. Take down. Draw a circle of radius 2 centimeter and draw a diameter AB. Find the angle ADB. So you have to draw the diameter here, AB diameter. Then you have to find the angle ADB. ADB is this angle, okay? Angle ADB is how much? What is the measure of this angle? Now we will apply the theorem which we learned yesterday. Now this part of the circle AB is nothing but the arc. It is arc and this is the diameter. AB is the diameter and it's nothing but this is the arc only. If you, even though it is a diameter, the end points are, you can consider this part of, this is the arc. So, angle formed by the diameter ADB is same as angle formed by this arc AB. Now, according to the theorem, the angle formed at the center and angle formed here, it is half of angle AOB. Angle formed at the center is AOB. It is a straight line. So, angle is also straight angle. Straight angle is 180 degree. Now, angle ADB is the angle formed on the other part of the circle. It is half of the angle AOB. Half of 180 is 90 degree. So, you will get this angle as 90 degree. So, angles, all the angles, how many angles you will draw in a semicircle? This is nothing but a semicircle, half of the circle, always its measure is 90 degree. Any angle, okay? Angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. That is the second point we will get using the yesterday's theorem. So, angle ADB we have to find out. Write down. Angle AOB is the angle subtended by the arc AB at the center. It is a straight angle. Therefore, angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Angle ADB is angle formed by the arc AB on other side of the circle, other part of the circle. Therefore, ADB is equal to half of angle AOB. So, angle ADB is equal to half of 180 degree. So, angle ADB is equal to 2 ones are 2 90s, 90 degree. So, we can come to one conclusion. The conclusion is this angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. So, write down the result. The result is, what the result we obtained? The result is angle in a semicircle is right angle. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. So, this is the result we obtained. Okay. Next, last one more part of the circle is the quadrilateral, of which all the four vertex lies on the circle, circumference of the circle. What we call this quadrilateral and what is the relationship it has got, that we will learn the last part of the circle. I hope you understood this concept related to yesterday's theorem. So, now your work is, everyone draw a circle of radius 3 centimeter. Draw a circle of radius 3 centimeter. After drawing the circle of radius 3 centimeter, mark any 4 points randomly on the circumference of the circle, namely A, name it as AB, C, D, right? And join it using the scale. Join A and D. Join A and B. Join A and C. Join A. So, you got a quadrilateral ABCD, right? Now, your work is, keep your protractor at all the 4 points. Here, A angle, measure it. From here, this end you have to count 0, 10, 20 like this way. And next, keep the protractor at B point. B point, 0, 10, 20 like that way. Measure the angle here, B angle, and keep it at a C point and measure the angle ACD, C angle, measure it, and at last you measure the angle D angle, ADB angle, keeping in this manner. So, your work is to measure all the 4 angles using the protractor, not now, later. We will do it later. So, that is the thing you have to do. Here the quadrilateral which we got, which is inside the circle has got a name, and what is the property or characteristic it has got, we will learn it in the next class. That is the last topic. Your homework is just to measure the 4 angles and write its value, and next class what is the result you will get, or what is the important relationship it has got, that quadrilateral we will learn in the next class. Thank you, children.